You are a soul having a human experience, and a human having spiritual experiences on earth at this time. Spiritual beings in human form get stuck at times. They become disempowered by becoming entangled in limitations based in ego generally, and mind-based limitations mostly. So, for all spiritual beings entangled in limitations right now, how do we get free? So I'm going to share with you exactly how you can do that. These are not in any order. These are just a list of ways that you can help yourself to get free anytime that you feel that you are stuck, blocked, or, like I said, just entangled in limitations. So we have to develop a deep self-love and deep self-compassion for self, for as we are showing up right now, as we have been in the past, and as we are going through the untanglement and setting ourselves free from mind-made limitations, social constructs and limitations, and also the limitations of being a soul within the confines of a human body, and all the navigating and learning how to deal with that and cope with that. So develop deep self-love and also deep self-compassion. Repetition. It's really important to keep stepping into that space of possibilities daily, hourly, however often you feel you can or need to. Keep repeating this step. The more you can go into a place of repetition, the more you can really solidify that within your mindset, that is exactly what you want. You want to stay connected to possibilities and what is and what can be. What is able to then open up for you will help you to break out of your limitations and see what is truly possible for you, either in your current situation or maybe what you can do in general within your life. Challenge ego truth versus soul truth. So the ego truth is based in a limited mindset. It is very limited and it keeps us stuck. Whereas the soul truth is expansive. So each time you do feel like you are stuck or limited, or just feel like you're unable to go where you want to go, or you feel challenged, just check in with yourself. Are you listening to your ego, which is based in limitation? Or can you switch it and start listening to your soul truth, which is more expansive? So knowing that there is those two energies there, we can tap into them and see which one we are in, and know that we can always shift accordingly from the limited to the expansive. And we can also do it in a non-judgmental way. So realizing that when we are listening to the ego and feel limited, that's just the way that you was showing up in that moment, but there is always another way, and there is the opportunity then to switch and start listening to your soul a lot more, and then becoming a lot more expansive. Track and trace the language, the inner dialogue, the outer dialogue, basically your vocabulary that is restricting, blocking, stopping, slowing you down, and then change accordingly. Very similar to the ego truth, which is limited, and the soul truth, which is expansive. We can then start modifying and tweaking up our language, our vocabulary, our inner and outer dialogue so that it becomes less restrictive, so that we start freeing ourselves, so that we become, again, so we've tapped into possibilities. So again, going back to the repetition, keep stepping into that space of possibilities daily, hourly, as often as you can. Keep connecting to greater levels of possibilities. Again, daily, hourly, as often as you can. You might want to set some kind of alarm on an hourly basis to keep reminding yourself there is possibilities, there is options, there is other ways, to really help the mind to start getting into that expansive state. Life will present to you people and places that will highlight to you where you are not free. And when this happens, we have this beautiful opportunity to shed the limitations, the stories, the behaviors, the patterns, and the beliefs, and all that is connected to that as well. So life has got this really beautiful way of really highlighting, showing to us where we're getting in our own way, where we, like I've just said, where you maybe are just not showing up as free as you could through possibly limitations, a limited mindset, listening to the ego more than your truth in the soul. And once you see that, once you understand that that is happening, once you catch yourself, again, you have got the option to do something about that. You can tweak and you can modify and you can start setting yourself free from those limitations or those stories or those behaviors or those patterns or those beliefs or whatever it is. Transcend limitations by internal modifications. So I speak about this a lot. You can rewrite your story and you can reframe to activate freedom and empowerment. These are things that are available to you. They cost nothing. You can do them. They're just going to take a little bit of your time, effort, and energy. If you invest in that, you can definitely transcend limitations by doing that internal modification. Shift from being in resistance with life to harmonizing with life. So often we start fighting against what is, we start resisting the natural cycles of life or the flow of life or the way that life wants us to be, just to go with it rather than against it. It really helps us then to start flowing and coming out of that restrictive energy into something that is a lot more limitless, that is a lot more free flowing, that really helps us to tap in to possibilities. And like I said, just able then to start harmonizing with life and realizing that maybe not quite as stuck as we thought we were. We just shift our mindset, shift our approach, shift the way that we was coming at life, and things start to flow a lot better then. Accept what happened, but don't let it define you. So radical acceptance is a really powerful tool. It's a really powerful energy for you to be able to step into. It's not always easy. It can be tricky. Sometimes we don't want to go there, and that's fine. But if you are in a place where you feel it would be helpful for you to do so, then accept what happened. Don't let it define you. It happened. There's nothing you can do about it. But don't let it build a whole identity of that is you, because that's not true. It's something that happened. Don't let it define you. Reconnect with the soul that you are and was before you became the human trapped in limitations. Because, like I said before, the soul is expansive, the soul is eternal, the soul is limitless. Sometimes we forget that. We forget that we have this beautiful soul here experiencing life as a human. Sometimes we get stuck in the identity of just human, just humanness, which is beautiful within itself, but realize that you also have this multi-dimensional, beautiful aspect of you as well. So there's the human, but there's also the soul there as well. And the soul is limitless. So when you do feel trapped and confined by your humanness, realize that you've got this multi-dimensional aspect of you as well, and tap into the limitlessness of that. Words are powerful, so use them wisely. Like I said before, your language, your vocabulary, your inner and outer dialogue could be getting in the way, could be tripping you up, could be blocking, stopping, or slowing you down. So remember, your words are powerful. Use them wisely. Learn to love that part of you that rejects and doesn't love itself until it loves itself too. So pour love into that part that doesn't want to be a part of the whole, so that you can then be fully integrated, so that you can be at one with yourself. And once you're at one with yourself and feel fully integrated, you then can start expanding that and becoming at one with everything and all that is. And again, that will help you to tap into unlimited possibilities and that beautiful expansive energy. If it makes you feel truly alive, then do more of it. Dissolve problems and find solutions. Become solution focused. Trust life and live it fully. And also trust your own unique path. And remember, you are a limitless, boundless being full of unlimited, untapped into potential, ready to be explored and tapped into. You are unlimited possibilities. Declare and decree soul-aligned living and human life sovereignty. So, you are a soul having a human experience, and a human having spiritual experiences on earth at this time. Spiritual beings in human form get stuck at times. They become disempowered by becoming entangled in limitations based in ego generally and mind-based limitations mostly. But you can set yourself free. There is unlimited possibilities available for you. Sending you so much love. Goodbye for now. Peace.